And all of a sudden, the worlds align for Crocker to fight Paddy Donovan for the IBF World Welterweight title. We speak to the Irish FA, we speak to Windsor Park, we speak to the government. Thank you so much for all your support to make this happen. This is one of the most important nights in Irish boxing history. And as this event is called, days like this. And what I mean by that is, this is a day you'll never forget. This will be a where were you moment, September the 13th at Windsor Park, when these two fighters challenge for the World Welterweight title. When you look at the history of the division, it's a division littered with some of the biggest names and icons of the sport. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Wilfredo Benitez. And the winner of this fight will go on to fight some of the biggest names in the sport now. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Conor Benn, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez. This fight will change their life forever. And on September the 13th, it's just two men battling it out at the centre circle at Windsor Park, and someone will walk away as the IBF World Welterweight Champion. And we're going to welcome those fighters to the tables now. Firstly, to my left, a man, as we said, that produced an incredible performance last time out at the SSE Arena. A man under the tutelage of Andy Lee looks set to challenge for that world title, but now, from Limerick, looking to become world champion on September the 13th. Ladies and gentlemen, Paddy, real deal. And to his right, the man that has the opportunity to live a boyhood dream and fight for the world championship at his local Rematch. From Belfast, Northern Ireland to Crocker. Incredible here, as it will be in front of 20,000 at Windsor Park. Before we go into that night, we need to talk about, firstly, a little bit about what happened. We're going to start with the trainers. Andy Lee, Andy, welcome. I remember last time the confusion, if you like, the disappointment. Last time out, obviously now we're here. The stars of the line, your man will fight for the World Championship at Windsor Park. What a moment for Irish boxing.
What a moment for Irish boxing, exactly. And days like these, they don't come around. Like it says, when we started this journey together in 2019, I could see it then, how far this Paddy Donovan could go. He was a boy then, he's a man now, and he's grown over the years as a man and as a fighter. And this is just the start. Listen, we're up against a good fighter, there's Crocker. It was a good contest the last time. I believe it'll be a lot closer this time. He'll have to come with something else, he'll have to try something different. He's going to have to bring a lot more. But Paddy will be ready. And this is the start, the crowning of a new Irish champion. There's only a handful of them from this Ireland. You can count them on two hands in recent years. And he's going to be the next one. But he's got the ability not just to win this world title, but to defend it multiple times and put his name among those superstars who you mentioned in the division.
Last time out, it was an incredible performance. Until that moment of madness, or whatever you want to call it, it was a fairly one-sided fight. We don't expect that this time. You expect Lewis and Billy to adapt to maybe a different kind of fight this time?
Well, they can't do the same thing because you can't prepare the same or do the same thing and expect a different result. It's the definition of insanity. So we'll expect everything and anything, but if he wants to be ambitious or more adventurous and more aggressive, then he's going to leave holes defensively, and Listen, I just believe Paddy's the better man, the better fighter.
We all believe that!
And we're not just talking, as I said this at the first press conference, no one believed me, people laughed. This is a guy who's going to go on and on for the levels of boxing, and will go down as probably one of the best fighters in Irish history. And this is just the start of it for him. And so we wish Lewis all the best. It's a great fight for both of them. It's a childhood dream for both of them. What a chance in his hometown, in his home football stadium. It will be Donovan's night. It will be Donovan's night as a
Billy, last time a lot of emotion, last time as well, I think by your own admission, you didn't quite get it right last time. Whatever happened, happened. Now the chance to run it back, and more importantly, the chance to become world champion on September 13th.
100%. What most people look forward to, giving myself. I felt Andy and Paddy both know that with me. Lewis Crocker in the ring that night. There was an issue, but I mean.
Yeah, there was! You got knocked the fuck out! Get out! You got knocked the fuck out!
After the fight, and rightly so, but it wasn't upset at us, it must have been upset at Paddy until you foul. And if you foul, you've got a rule still against it, and Paddy broke the rules on multiple occasions and get rightly disqualified.
When you talk about breaking those rules, obviously you're talking about you said the
Knock him out and you still lose! On the elbow! First down on the boxing!
Head punches, the elbow. On the elbow? Well, the disqualification of the elbow. And then with one punch after the
Aye, aye! Next time you please
once
more!
one's done, you move on, and now fighting them. Two Irish guys, unbelievable occasion.
obviously, whatever happened last time happened, tactically, fouls, whatever. What have you got to do this time? You have to make it a more aggressive fight. Lewis has to let his hands go more in the fight. Obviously, the noise, the occasion, it's going to be quite incredible.
We know what we've got to do.
Paddy's getting knocked out!
Last time, I think, never know, a fight in that way, never know, confusion, noise, controversy. What do you do on September the 13th, but more importantly, when that fight ends? I guess you're going to tell us that Limerick will have the world welterweight champion.
He couldn't have run down any better. After the week.
Crocker's getting knocked the fuck out!
We did this one right over the line, and I'm happy to be back in Belfast. He said this to me March 2nd or 3rd, that we're going to fight you with Crocker in Belfast for the world title. I would snatch that, and I just can't wait to get in there on the 13th of September. On a show once again.
They said that things weren't right going into that fight. They said you use your head, they said you use your elbow. What do you expect people to do?
Excuses, no injuries, they're ready to fight and now they have excuses, but look, it is what it is, it's in the past, we move forward. I'm ready to
beat him again!
I have to ask you about that ending, obviously on the night, with all the noise. When you look back now, you established that it was after the bell. Do you think Lewis Crocker did a little bit of a feeling of that at the time, or do you think he used it to his advantage to get the victory? I know it's in the past, but I've got to ask you your opinion on it.
Could ask Lewis, did you take a dive, or did I knock him out after the bell? I'm not sure, I think you took a dive to get me disqualified. Obviously, when the round was in the position, so yeah, but the only thing to do is want to get the win and no disrespect.
Last time you were getting to him, you were hurt obviously because he was, you know, know, had those terrible cuts as well. Do you see yourself winning this fight inside the distance at Windsor Park?
Yeah, honestly I do. The preparation is going top-class and I'm ready to put on a determination.
Easy one! Easy one!
The confidence that I have is only after growing. We're trying to keep preparing, being ready, and I think I can get them out of this like better fashion.
And I'll come back to you again shortly, but I will ask you, obviously, this fight, back-to-back fights in Belfast. You had your own share of support there last time, but it was very pro Crocker on that night. This time, 20,000 there, but what would it mean to you to win that World Championship, fulfill a lifelong dream, and take that World Championship back to Limerick?
This is my 6th time in Belfast. I know it's not my home city. The fans has been amazing. They've followed me since 2019, so to be back there again, it's an amazing opportunity for me. I'm ready, I'm waiting. I want to see the best Lewis Crocker. I want to see the best Paddy Donovan. I want to see the best fight. That's exactly what we get for the September.
Stand back there, Carl!
Lewis, last time was last time. Billy said some stuff didn't work out for you. You got it wrong on the night as well. When we was at Windsor Park today, walking to the semicircle, you're still looking round in disbelief, looking round, thinking that this young boy that once started the game from Belfast gets the opportunity to headline at Windsor Park, but more importantly, fight for the world welterweight title for your people on September the 13th.
How's your eye,
concerning the last fight,
how's your eye,
I agree with the decision, but I also agree that there should be a rematch. You know, nobody wanted this fight to end like that, including myself. And I know Knott's a lot better fighter than the money on. And the next day, the more runs Jamie and says, get that rematch. There was no opponents. And everything's worked out. You know, we were fighting at
Talk about that night, controversy. It was late, there's no doubt about that. Paddy asked the question, did he knock you out or did you take a dive on September the 13th? Was there a part of you that used it to your advantage? I mean, I don't think it was a bad idea to do so, but he asked the question, did he knock you out?
He did knock you out. He did knock you out. I was sure I was in trouble at that stage, do you know what I mean? And Paddy made a mistake.
Obviously, you shared those rounds with him now. You've got to get the tactics right. We know you're a huge puncher. We know you can be aggressive. Do we expect to see a more aggressive Lewis Crocker? And then things go more frequently in that fight, September 13th.
I'll have to be better, but Paddy's a great fighter, and he showed in the last fight, so I have to put on the performance of my life on the 13th of September, and there's no better time and place to do it.
As we said, as you said, performance of your life. Is that the kind of stage, when you think about it, from a boy from Belfast fighting for the world title in front of 20,000 people, that's the kind of place where you can produce the performance to beat this man and bring the welterweight championship back to Belfast?
Like, if the stars were here land, you know, imagine you said to me as a kid, you're fighting Windsor Park, first all Irish fight, and you'll be an underdog. Like, I'm not an underdog in this fight, nobody's expecting me to win. The first fight was 50-50. Like the red general public, but now it's not, so like to put off a win, it's
Paddy Lewis said that once a couple of days had settled from that fight, he wanted the rematch with you. I know that you felt that maybe that he didn't want the rematch from you. You believe that he wanted to be here. Would you be here if this wasn't for a while?
He didn't come public.
We're not even fair judges in the IBF.
Closed doors according to him, but nothing was out in public. It's only when they got demanded by the IBF Commission that they came out publicly. So he was a big, he did. I'm not saying news. I'm not saying news. But honestly, believe he probably did.
All I had people type of man about this one again, you know what I mean?
I'm out in public and say it, so that's the point we're making.
But there was no other fight to be. It had to be.
You had no choice. It had to win that fight.
Finally, I have to ask you boys as well, most importantly, when we talk about history, we talk about legacy, this championship before, on September the 13th, does Lewis Crocker become welterweight world champion?
Want to see him come like shopping?
So as we talked about, again, like, this is a massive fight, but beyond that, the opportunity to be in fights for the ages, to bring those kind of names to Windsor Park, to see you fighting unification fights in Las Vegas as well. You know, this is more about this fight, it's just two men, and one of you will walk away with that championship.
You know, I've been the mom of Belfast, big next to bring back Belfast, so so much at stake. It doesn't get any bigger or better. 3rd of September.
The same size as you right now, pretty much.
Well, Paddy, finally from you as well, all the people in Limerick looking to support you, looking for you to be involved in those massive nights, those big unification fights, Las Vegas, Limerick, all the stars of the division as well. Tell everybody what happened September 13th.
Belfast, been a month, we can do it again. We're going to take that belt back to Limerick. We're going to defend it against the best fighters in the world. We're going to move forward.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, September 13th will be something very special. We've been on sale at 12 o'clock today. The tickets are flying. More fights to be announced for the undercard. Get ready for something very, very special. Days like this.